Alright, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Harakakradash. Right, double honors to the elders. The apostles of great millstone are surely do well. Right, this is Brother Lamad,
Brother Howard,
right, from GMS Camp Trinidad, coming to you right to do our next video. Hope it edifying towards you, hopefully. Like the name or the title of the video is "Don't Let Your Wisdom Make You Become Unleavened." Alright, so just going with the first precept, 1 Corinthians 8 and verse 1.
right? In 1 Corinthians chapter 8 and verses 1, it says, "Now, as touching things offered unto idols,
Good.
we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffed up, but charity edified."
Yeah, right. So the scriptures say, we all have knowledge, right? Being that all of us are men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the Most High, pour out His Spirit upon us. So all of us have that knowledge of the Most High, right? We had teachers who teach us, but the Most High is the one who gave us that increase towards where we may be, right? But it said knowledge also puffeth up, right? But what it say about charity?
It says, "But charity edified."
Right, charity edifies. So charity is love, right? That edify, but puff. When it says more knowledge puff it up, it's somebody within that spirit could become proud. So I just have two definitions for the word puff or puffed up.
Puff. Definitions: make proud or conceited. Examples: the sudden fame puffed her ego.
Right. So it says puffed, make proud or conceited. They have an example here. The sudden fame puffed her ego. Right. Next example.
Puff. Definitions: to inflate with pride, flattery, self-esteem, or the like, often with up.
Right, to inflate with pride. And we know pride is a no-no, right, in the sight of the Most High, because they say first thing, a proud look, right, is one of the 6, yea, even 7 abominations unto the Most High. So, yeah, the Sirach 10, 12, so let me just read something real quickly. This is read the call first.
Alright, Sirach chapter 10 and verse 12, it says, "The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High."
Right, so it says the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High. Alright, so actually when you become proud, it come like, hey, the scripture say, "Why glory have you not received this?" Right, so you feel that you get all this knowledge by yourself. You understand? But in a sense, you start to depart from the Most High and you don't even know, because guess what? That pride start to inflate your heart, and you start to become blind. You understand? Go ahead. Next verse.
Right, it says, "And the heart is turned away from his maker."
Go ahead.
It says, "Pride is the beginning of sin."
Yes, the pride is the beginning of sin. The scripture also goes on to say, I think in that same Sirach, right? Pride was not made for man, right? So the Most High never made man to become proud, right? Right? Go ahead.
And precept here, this is Solomon.
Let me just read this one, right? This is 1 Corinthians 5 verse 6. It says, "Your glorying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump?" Right? So you're glorying, the way how you're getting on because you had this knowledge, it ain't good. Because guess what? You're getting on proud. You might look now at a brother who in the truth and just, hey, because here with us go on sometimes a brother he older than you in the truth, but you come in and you start to increase faster than that brother and you start to become proud. You understand? But guess what? If it is you in a car and you're driving and you only mashing gas without trying to mash brakes to, where's the word I look for? Not too slow, but to kind of keep it balanced, because you have to mash gas, but you ain't going to go too fast, right? Because if you're only mashing gas, you lose control of your car. You might run into something, you might run off the road, or you might run over a ditch, whatever the case is. So that's the same thing you're doing. You know, you always hear older brothers say pace yourself, but because you only mashing gas and it increase, right? You might think now in your mind that hey, you better than this brother, because why, this brother was in the truth longer than you, and because you now come and you learn, like if you've done part of the hopefully like.
I think you could just tell you to um paraphrase. If I remember, I talk about if you eat too much
Honey,
honey, you vomit something
yeah,
like that.
can you vomit out
You
as
understand?
all found honey, eat as which is sufficient for thee,
Yeah.
right?
So that come like referring to the same cast, you know,
Can,
that dinner.
can, right? So that pride is that is leaven, and 11 in the whole lump, and just like a cancer, it start to grow.
Alright, is precept here is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8, start from verse 10. It says, for her sake I shall have estimation among the multitude, and honor with the elders, though I be young. Right, so the scripture say this speaking about wisdom here, right? It says, for her sake I shall have estimate among the multitude, and uh, um honor with the elders, though I be young. Right? Verse 11 says, I shall be found of a quick conceit in judgment, and shall be admired in the sight of great men. So basically, as brother saying, like a young brother coming into the truth, whatever the case is, you know, he might increase faster than a brother was in the truth before he. But that pride now, basically, that wisdom he gained, will make him like make himself get puffed up. You understand? The point here, it says I shall be found of a quick conceit judgment, and shall be admired in the sight of great men. So your wisdom now, the wisdom that you gain as a young brother, older brothers will see it as something real amazing. Right? Older brothers see it as something real amazing, and all that could get in your head
Can.
and get you real puffed up. Right? But make you feel like, hey, I on this level. You understand? Right, verse 12, it says, when I hold my tongue, they shall bide when I hold my tongue, they shall bide my leisure, and when I speak, they shall give good ear unto me. So all that attention and all that respect you gain, you know, if you really check yourself, that will gain to your mind. Right? That will gain to your mind, and puff you up. Seeing as as a young brother, and these elders, whoever the case is, whoever it might be, you know, taking heed to what I saying and listening to what it is I saying, hey, that could puff you up. You know, that could puff you up. Um, it says here, if I talk much, they shall lay their hands upon their mouth. You understand? If I talk much, they shall lay their hands upon their mouth. Moreover, by the means of her, I shall obtain immortality, and leave behind me an everlasting memorial. Basically, that's the point there. Right?
Can. Right? Yeah, and next thing with pride will make him feel like you're doing the right thing. You understand? Like in this case, at this parable where Yahushua spoke in Luke 18, verse I'll start at verse 10, right? It says, two men went up into the temple to pray, the one a Pharisee and the other a publican. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, right? So he said the Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, O Most High, I thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as the publican. I fast twice in the week. I give tithes of all that I possess. Right? So,
He rating himself.
can. You understand? He rating himself, he exalting himself. Lord, I don't do this, I don't do that. Basically, he said, you know, I not sinning as these other men. But when Yahushua himself say, he said, they that are well need not a physician, but they that who are sick. Right? But he exalting himself. And guess what? The greater thou art, you have to humble yourself. Right? Moses was the greatest man in his time, but yet the scripture say he was the most humble. You understand?
You must always think that, hey, always think about like, hey, I I know, but like Job,
Can.
you know, Job, even for each and he did sacrifice over the cases because he think they went off over the cases.
Can.
You understand? So we in this flesh here, you know, we always had to think we self humble and say, boy, I wonder what I could correct myself on, boy. I wonder if I'm going off on this, but you know,
Can.
so that will keep you in a humble mind.
Can. There's a quick precept, right? Before I go back on this, in Luke 17 verse 10, it says, so likewise, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do. Right? So it was our duty to do whatever it is that we are supposed to do. Come out here, learn this doctrine, go out there and teach it, whatever the case is, not exalting ourselves. Right? Because when you're going up further in this passage here, it reads, right, verse 7, it says, but which of you having a servant plowing or feeding cattle will say unto him by and by, when he is come from the field, go and sit down to meat? I will not rather say unto him, make ready wherewith I may sup, and gird thyself and serve me till I have eaten and drinken, and afterward thou shalt eat and drink? Doth he thank that servant because he did the things that were commanded him? I troth thee not. You understand? Because when you go in and look for a job, whatever the case is, better bottom dollar, especially Esau not going to tell you fucking that. You understand? Esau pay your tax, as I said. You understand? And glory be to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, because we have a greater payment. You understand? Everlasting life. Right? I will read on. It says, verse 13, and the publican standing afar off, right, will not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven, but smote upon his breast. You understand? And that is probably a sign of repentance. You understand? Smoting upon his breast, saying, Mosai, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, right? Be merciful to me, a sinner. Because why he acknowledged that he sinned. Just like in the book of Micah, just like Job, right? Just like the woman and she 7 sons. I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. For everyone that exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. Right? And being in this truth, hey, we see that. We see that personally. You understand? Right? So the point that, hey, don't let whatever knowledge the Most High give you, whatever wisdom the Most High give you, right? Don't let that, make it proud. Don't like puff you up, whatever the case is. Because today or tomorrow is who the Most High have compassion on. Don't ever think that you will not make it. And because our brother, he not as learned as you, or he grows as fast as you, he not going to make it. Right? Because why? It says here in the book of Romans, right? Romans chapter 15, verse 1. We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak and not to please ourselves. You understand? So if you see a brother fucking struggling, why just ain't help him? Why it is the fucking you're keeping your talent? You understand? You're keeping your talent to yourself. Help that brother. You understand? Whatever case it is, the Most I give you a talent to whatever it is, right? Whether it could be Hebrew prophecies, history, whatever the case is. Hey, you understand? You could even help a brother with certain situations, because that person might have be in the world while you might have be an inside boy, and that person could tell you, hey, I was out here, don't do that. Take what I telling it's them fellas and them. Trust me, I've been around niggas and know how niggas think. You understand? So each one help one, iron sharpen iron. Alright? Anything else?
Yeah. There was Ecclesiasticus 3 and 17. It said, yeah, it says, my son, go on with thy business in meekness, so shalt thou be beloved in him that is approved. Right? 18 says, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before Yahweh.
Come,
Right? So you see the greater thou art, the more humble thyself.
come. Go about your business and meekness.
Yeah.
Being humble.
Be humble.
Come.
So you have to be humble in this. You know? Can't get puffed up. You know? Because you never teach yourself.
You
You
understand?
ain't teach yourself, you was taught. You know?
Come. It says Matthew 16 verse 6. It says, Then Yahushua said unto them, Take heed and beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. Right? What do you mean there? The leaven goes back to what? Their wisdom, their knowledge. You understand? Because why? They will tell you to do something and they're doing the total opposite. Their wisdom is darkness. You understand? Because why? They have this knowledge in their head that they holier than you. Right? Just like these pastors, whoever the case is, they think that they holy with whatever wisdom they have.
Yep.
You look at Nate. Nate had wisdom, but he began to be puffed up, get pride and darken. The Lord darkened his counsel, and look what's going on with Nate right about now. Nate is a total reprobate. So beware of their leaven. Don't become as them.
Like yeast.
Come.
Yeast just do our bread. Yeast just puff up our bread.
God,
You understand? So we don't want that leaven inside me.
come.
You know what that? We getting puffed up on this in this place, bro. So,
You don't want nothing for you.
you ain't nothing for you getting puffed up, don't you?
25, 24,
Is that you, huh?
just Ecclesiasticus 37 and 19.
I did. Right?
Yeah.
This is Ecclesiasticus 37 and verses 19. So, it says, there is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself.
Hey.
Are you still with me?
Still running?
Yeah.
Alright then. God.
Ecclesiasticus 37 and 19, it says, there is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself.
God. Right? So there's one wise, right? And teacheth many. So hey, like Nate before. Nate he taught many of us the 12 tribes breakdown with that brother at that time, Banyam Yan.
Yeah.
You understand? And guess what he would have learned? He would have learned about other things, about brotherly love and charity and then kind of thing. But guess what? He was unprofitable for himself. You see, looking like Barney right about.
It didn't profit him nothing.
You understand? You ain't profited because look how much men learn about Hebrew Israelites about you. You understand? I mean, you go lead the blind down the ditch, those who enter Yahba Hashem are shy sheep. But guess what? I could basically say the first person I was learning about Hebrew Israelites was from Nate. You understand? But guess what? Um, Nate wasn't profitable. So guess what? I had to go to those who go speak the word according to the law and to the testimony. That was El Apostle Taha, El Apostle Raka, El Apostle Ariamlab, El Apostle Gaba. You understand? So Nate was unprofitable to himself. Because Nate wicked as hell. Right? Last precept, Matthew 25, 24, it's about.
Matthew 25.
Yeah, Matthew 25 and 24. Right? Take that under the last precept.
Alright, in Matthew 25, verse 24, it says, then he which had received that one talent, right, it says, then he, hey, Salakia, remember, let's put this on,
Yeah, okay, I'm still like.
take out this Wi-Fi.
First Corinthians 4:7.
Right? It says 25, Matthew 25 and 24. It says, then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, yeah, Lord, I know thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. It says, and I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. Verse 26, it says, his Lord answered him and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap when I sow not. I reap where I sow not, and gather there have I not strawed. Right? It says, thou ought
Put it on 5 by
Hey, Salakia,
cut. You have to cut that.